5 years ago, Crystal started experiencing mysterious pains and intense bouts of fatigue, which she said she just could not explain. And worse yet, no one seemed to believe her, not even her very own husband.
I feel like I'm not in control of my body, like I'm being controlled by an evil puppeteer who's tied knots in my muscles and pulled my strings really tight, and it really hurts.
Fibromyalgia affects over 400 million people across the world, with 9% of the people affected being women. Since then, I have witnessed the effects of fibromyalgia firsthand, and this has led me to want to find out more about this condition.
And the thing is, you look fine. That's the trouble, isn't it? Nobody would ever know that you're in agony.
Yeah.
All the time.
Constantly.
My first knowledge of fibromyalgia came in 2010 when my mum was diagnosed with the condition. Since then, it's affected her in all forms of life. So I sat down with her to talk about it.
It's changed everything for me. I used to be very, very active. I used to play tennis with you. I can't do that anymore. I used to always walk everywhere. I'm very limited in where I walk now and how long I can walk for. And so in the activity respect, it's really disrupted my whole life. Going out, I hardly ever go out now. I have memory problems that's affected lots of things. It's affected my work because I can't work full time. If I work full time, and I've tried to work full time, and I'm just exhausted. So on my days off, I can't do anything, nothing at all. So I've had to, now I'm working 3 days a week, and that's in the amount that I can manage, because physically and mentally I just cannot do any more than that, so I can't work full time.
With the lack of resources currently available for people with fibromyalgia, more and more people are looking to each other for support. I spoke to Chrissy Evans from the Torbay Fibromyalgia Support Group to discuss this further.
Support group started in 1988, and a local GP decided that and recognised that some of his patients had similar symptoms, so he started them meeting together in the waiting room, and it just built from there really. It's a very relaxed group. It's open to friends and family as well, and we have tea or coffee, whatever people want to bring along. They're welcome to bring something to eat or drink. It's open to what people want to talk about really. If we have new people there, they sometimes have lots of questions that they want to ask, so we try and help them and point them in the direction that we have found that help most people, but one thing doesn't help everyone, so it's just really pick and mix, you know, whatever people suggest, you know, it's open to everybody, so the whole group will talk about whatever that's helped them, and then introduce it to the group, whether that be alternative therapies, medication, whatever, you know. So it's a very relaxed group.
Defined by the NHS, fibromyalgia is a long-term condition that causes pain all over the body. As well as widespread pain, people with fibromyalgia may also have increased sensitivity to pain, extreme tiredness, muscle stiffness, difficulty sleeping, problems with mental processes, also known as fibro fog. Since fibromyalgia was first diagnosed in the early 90s, many people feel there should be more support available for people with the condition. And a lot of people feel like the NHS should be doing more.
No, and it's not continuous. I benefit from hydrotherapy. I was only allowed 6 sessions. I think I had a few more, and I'm not allowed any more at all.
Wow.
And that really helped me, because they don't fund it, the NHS don't fund it. The only way I can do it is to do it privately, and I haven't got the money to do it privately, so I can't have that treatment.
No, I don't, and it's better than it used to be, but there's still, you know, very little support out there because it's invisible and people can't see it, and I think that's one of the biggest problems. And with a support group, I mean, we're usually run by people that are ill themselves, so sometimes they start up and then people just aren't able to carry on with the group.
Fibromyalgia has also affected people in the public eye, with stars such as Sinead O'Connor, Morgan Freeman and Lady Gaga having openly said that they have fibromyalgia. Fibro fog can affect people in different ways, but some of the most common symptoms include short-term memory loss, misplacing objects, becoming easily distracted, forgetting plans, difficulty carrying on conversations and inability to remember new information.
Well, fibro fog is a horrible part of fibromyalgia that I repeat myself a lot because I forget what I've said. I can't always understand what people are saying to me, even though it might be very simple, but I can't take it in. And the reason for that is because the fibro fog is because I'm getting a lot of signals of pain in my head, so I'm processing it all the time. So there leaves not a lot of space in my brain for me to process things, to understand things, and it's hugely frustrating, and for people around me.
A fibromyalgia flare-up is a temporary increase in the intensity in the symptoms associated with fibromyalgia. Usually increased pain and worsening fatigue are the hallmarks of a fibromyalgia flare-up.
Everybody is different, but for me, I get a huge amount of pain, so I feel like when you're getting the cold or you've got flu, where your body aches from head to toe basically, and it's constant and it won't go. You know, even now my fingers hurt, they're painful, my shoulders hurt, but when there's a flare up, it's double that, triple that, and you just can't do anything. So you just have to rest, and there's nothing else that you can do. But that's how it feels like for me. I can get also migraines and things like that.
After looking into fibromyalgia and finding out more about it, I believe that while the support in place is okay, there definitely could be more done about this life-changing condition.